Hi, I'm JJ. Welcome back. This is another Tag Tuesday. This is the book fan behavior tag created by the Accidental Bookseller, and I was tagged by Saracen Salute and also sort of mentioned by Mike at Bibliophile Reads. There are 13 prompts plus the tag others one, which I'm not going to really tag other people, but here we go. Do you carefully examine the conditions of all copies of a book in a bookstore before buying one? Not typically. I mean, I want it to not be noticeably damaged, but I don't go on and explore further than that. Do you have a special book buying or carrying bag? No. Do you have any book reading superstitions? No. Number 4, this is a what if question. If you were on a cruise ship in the Pacific Ocean on an evening where one evening there's a freak wave that washed you overboard and you were washed ashore a deserted island. Luckily, your favorite book of all time safely washes ashore as well. Months go by. You build a shelter and fish for food. You are always hungry but never starving. One day, when you walk along the beach, you come across a man cooking food, good food, on a table. He's real. He offers you a glass of cold milk, a very large pizza with lots of toppings, and chocolate gateaux with ice cream. Confused, you say you don't have any money, and he asks, it's okay because you have 3 choices. The first one, you can give up your all-time favorite book for a meal and also get 1 meal a day for the next week. B, second one would be swap your all-time favorite for 3 books on your TBR, which he can magically produce, but you get no food. Or C, the third one is that you walk away and you get your favorite book but no food. What do you do? I initially was going to say walk away, or do any of the things that include food, but I realize that it says that you're able to make your own food. It's just not going to be like the good food that you want to eat all the time. And since I don't know how long I'm going to be there and it's only 1 week of good food, I'm not going to give up my favorite book. But if he's going to feed me and I can still swap that book for 3 from my TBR, and I don't know if that's actually part of it or just that you have to swap the 3, but I will definitely be swapping for 3 extra books and then get my own food unless he provides otherwise. And number 5, what do you use as a bookmark? A standard bookmark, something sentimental, or a piece of paper at hand? Any piece of paper, anything I can find. I do love getting bookmarks, but I usually have several going at once, and then I take a couple of books to work, and I run out of bookmarks really quickly, so then that's when anything at hand comes in. If I'm reading a hardcover that has a dust jacket, sometimes, especially at the beginning, until I can find paper, I'll just use that, the dust cover, like I'll fold it over and save my place. Number 6, do you buy more hardbacks or paperbacks, or why? And why? More paperbacks, genuinely, because they're cheaper. Hardbacks, a lot of the times though, when I get used books and stuff, the cheaper ones, cheaper of the used ones tend to be in hardbacks. So a lot of my used books are hardbacks, but if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to be buying the cheapest possible, and that's usually paperback. Used to be ebooks, but now you can get used books for cheaper than getting the ebook, which is crazy to also have it be shipped to you and all that stuff. So how the times have changed. If you were to find a secret unpublished sequel manuscript to a famous book, what would it be a sequel to? I should have prepared these answers. I probably would want it to be a sequel to a classic that has not been retold before. A lot of them have been fun recently because there's a lot of retellings, there's sequels, there's prequels. So I'm trying to think of something that would be that I haven't come across yet. I might have to get back to that one so that I'm not constantly just sitting here thinking. Number 8, another what if. If you live exactly a mile from a major chain store and the zombie apocalypse begins, like all survivors, you raid the supermarkets and pharmacies for lots of food, water, and medication. You have sufficient supplies to last months. You are holed up at home in a protected space, and you begin to think of the bookshop, which probably hasn't been looted. All those thousands of books in series available. Despite your existing book collection, what do you do? Do you risk it all on hundreds of free and new books? And if so, how? So I kind of want a lot of more information on that, kind of like the other what if question. I had lots of caveats or concerns, but this one is a little more. So is the electricity out? Does that mean we have food and water? Because if I've been at home for months, I'm wondering if how the plumbing is, and just trying to be realistic here. Not only would the bookstore have all the books that I might want to read, but they also would have multiple bathrooms that luckily, since it's not been looted likely, would be usable. And I think that is a significant thing. They might also have some extra snacks or supply things that people hadn't thought about when they were looting the supermarkets and stuff. So just kind of thinking realistically like that, there would be a lot more reason to go to the bookstore besides just the books. If it were just the books, I have a huge TBR of my own at home that I wouldn't have to worry about, but thinking more practically, I would want to make it to the store or the bookstore. How to do that? I guess it depends on the zombies, their sleeping patterns, if they sleep, when they're out about the most, where they're kind of located. I would go when it's most convenient, whether it's late night or early morning, or just when they're busy elsewhere. I would probably monitor them for a while and check those patterns. I also, I don't have any guns at home, but I do have all my my daggers and knives and stuff that I've made. So I do have weapons, baseball bats and different stuff like that. I have some of my martial arts, my eskrima sticks, and I don't know how helpful they would be, but they would be a lot less noise and drawing attention if I did have to attack one or two. Plus, being a martial artist myself, I do have a 2nd degree black belt in Tang Soo Do, and I was in the army, so I do know enough about survival that I'm not actually scared of risking it all. So I would just, do some recon first. That was a long answer. Number 9, when reading a book, do you just look at the words or read them? Look at the words and read them with, or do you use your finger or a bookmark beneath the words to track your eye progress? I just read them. I don't have to, track them with my finger or a bookmark or anything like that. Have you personally met any authors, and if so, who? I have met Angeline Boley, who wrote Firekeeper's Daughter, uh, uh, Warrior Girl Unearthed, and then just recently, The Sisters of the Wind. She was doing a book talk at a local library because she is from Michigan as well, and I had already read both of her Warrior Unearthed and Firekeeper's Daughter, and so I brought my copy of Firekeeper's Daughter with all my highlights and notes and stuff in it, my well-loved copy, and got to have her sign it, as well as talk to her and get my picture taken with her. And I am glad that I did that. I had a really great time. We got to kind of understand her influence and stuff for the ideas for the books that she writes. I really enjoy all of them, and they're very meaningful for me. There was another event that she has since her new book is out, but that is in Lansing, which is like an hour away, which wouldn't be so bad, but with the weather that we've been having right now, I don't dare travel very far. Otherwise, I would love to go and hear her talk again. I've also met a lot of like local authors who like self-publish and stuff, and at different venues and stuff, and got their books that way, and talked to them, and made some good connections and stuff that way. But for Angeline, she actually Angeline has is like not just a local author. She's national book, she's award-winning author, and she's nationally known and stuff. So that was much more memorable for me. And I also didn't meet, but I got to go to another, like a speaking engagement with the release of Rick Riordan's last book in the second trilogy with the Percy Jackson. So those were the Heroes of Olympus. And I took my little cousin, who was very obsessed with Percy Jackson as well, and it was in Chicago, so it was kind of a big road trip that we went on together, and that was fun. We didn't personally meet him, but we got to see him talk and then get his autographed book afterwards. So I don't know if that counts, but that was enjoyable. And the same with Anna Kendrick. She's an actress, but she had written a memoir, and then she was talking about it, and my mom and I went to that in Chicago and listened to her speech and questionnaire and all that stuff, and then got the autograph copy after as well. 11. Do you have any bookish memorabilia of certain authors or books? I guess those last two would be more in this category than the meeting them category. So I guess that's just going to be my answer for that. Number 12, what if the world is about to suffer a cataclysm, but you manage to get a space in a public underground nuclear bunker where you will live for 12 months. You are only allowed to take 5 books with you into the bunker. What do you take and why? Man, I would probably take a couple of my bigger books, a couple of my favorite books, and then one that has maybe some, like it will help us down there or something, like some actual knowledge and research type of thing. So favorites, especially being long as well, probably Count of Monte Cristo and East of Eden. For books on my TBR, probably also long ones. This is kind of like that other one that I had a hard time with. I would probably take a classic, and I don't know if it would be maybe North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, or maybe Tess and the Dubervilles by Thomas Hardy. One of those two. And Woman at Point Zero. I guess I would like to do some that I've reread. I guess I picked ones that I've already read and not ones that have been on my TBR. I guess I want to know more so rereading them, have like that comfort there. It would be almost horrible to bring a book, be excited for it, have it be one of the 5 you take, and then hating it and knowing that you could have taken something better. So I guess in my sense, I would want to take books that I know, and then something that could help me. I don't know. Number 13. How long ago did you realize your book buying number was greater than your book reading number? A long time ago, and it's only getting worse thanks to BookTube. So thank you all for that one. So going back to number 7, if you were to find a secret unpublished sequel manuscript, I guess I'm going to just go with most recent read. So this is definitely recency bias. But The Color Purple. That book was excellent, but it ended when the sisters got together, when they finally got reunited. And I would like to have an ongoing story of their lives together as they build their family, as they thrive and get to experience joy and family and togetherness, instead of the isolation and regret and horrors that they faced prior and during their separation. So that's what I'm going with for that one. The last question was just tag others. So if anyone hasn't done this one yet, feel free to be consider yourself tagged in here. And otherwise, thank you for tagging me. Thank you, Accidental Bookseller, for creating this tag. And I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.